few months ago, I explained the concept of Wii U to Mr. Sakurai, who was developing Kid Icarus. We were discussing which platform his next game should be developed for, Nintendo 3DS or Wii U. What Mr. Sakurai suggested then was a specific idea to make Smash Brothers for both Nintendo 3DS and Wii U.
And so it begins. You know, honestly, I didn't think Nintendo would make another Super Smash Bros. Game, or at least announce one this early, what with Brawl stating to be, quote, the one to end them all. But in no way am I complaining about this. Now that Sakurai and his team are finally finished with Kid Icarus Uprising, him and his team are in the very early stages of development on Super Smash Bros. 4. Aw yeah! Now when a new Smash Bros. Game is announced, or a new fighting game in general, there's always one thing on every fan's mind. Who's gonna be playable in the next game? Who's gonna be playable? I get excited just thinking about it! I decided to make a list of the 10 characters I really want to see playable, from both first and third party. The only rule I have for the third-party characters is that they need to have been on a Nintendo console, and they need to fit in well with the Smash Bros. Universe. So without further ado, these are the top 10 characters I really want to see playable in Super Smash Bros. 4. Enjoy, everybody! Paper Mario. You'd make such a great addition to this game. You know why? Because your moveset could come straight from your RPG games. Paper Mario could use his hammer for smash attacks or special attacks, he can perform different jumps with his bounce technique, and he could use his partners to help him out in battle. Or they could be an assist trophy only Paper Mario can use. Character-specific assist trophy sounds kinda cool, but that's a completely different topic. I'd say that the Paper Plumber's chances of getting in are nowhere near as slim as he is. Or the next characters on the list. Now, over the years, I've seen a lot of most wanted characters in Smash Bros. Lists, and two characters that frequently pop up in them are Mallow and Geno from Super Mario RPG. Now, I had no clue why everybody loved these two guys until I played RPG for the first time a while back. Now I understand. Now I understand. It's not fair, Square! It's just not fair! Sorry about that. Now, while it's very unlikely, it's not impossible for them to make it in. And Square Enix doesn't even use these characters. So maybe Nintendo should consider buying the rights to them. If anybody from Nintendo is watching this, please, consider. Lucario was one of the very first Pokemon shown off for Generation 4, and then he appeared in Smash Bros. Brawl a couple years later. Zoroark was the first Pokemon shown off for Generation 5, so I think it's pretty likely we'll see him in Smash Bros. 4. Why, you may ask? Well, he practically looks like a fighter, doesn't he? He's got that stature, he's got the crazy fighter hair. Nintendo would be pretty crazy not to consider putting him into this game. What would be really cool is if he used his ability Illusion. He disguises himself as one of the other fighters, and when he gets hit, he reveals his real form. I just really hope they don't get rid of Lucario in favor of Zoroark. Now, if I had made this list a couple of years back, Earthworm Jim probably wouldn't have been on it, what with his series taking a decade-long dirt nap. But recently, his franchise seems to be slowly crawling back. Huh? That wasn't funny, I'm sorry. His first two games are on the Wii's Virtual Console. He recently got an HD remake, and according to Amazon, the complete cartoon series will be released on DVD this summer. Plus, Earthworm Jim has been in a fighting game for the Nintendo 64, so maybe whoever owns Jim now would be interested in putting him in Smash. Now, I'm not gonna hold my breath on this entry, but if Jim did make it into Smash, it would be, dare I say, groovy! That took a lot of courage to say. Now, Masahiro Sakurai stated that including Capcom characters into the game is in the realm of possibilities. Now, I know a lot of people would love to see one character make it in Smash from Capcom, the Blue Bomber. But as for me, I'd like to see another Mega Man character make it in. Can you guess who? Zero. Not only does he, or she, I'm still not entirely sure, look cooler than Mega Man, but he seems more likely to get in. I mean, unlike Mega Man, he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, am I right? I also got 3 more reasons why I want to see Zero instead of Mega Man in Smash. Reason number 1, Zero's got a lightsaber. Lightsabers are awesome. Reason number 2, Zero's orange, and orange is awesome. Reason number 3, he died, and then he came back to life. Awesome! That is all. On to number 5. Okay, here's a bit of a stretch on the list, but a guy can dream, can he? While Goku isn't technically a video game character, he's been in a countless number of video games since the NES days, and there's always a new fighting game of DBZ being made every year for the last decade or so. Now, while it doesn't seem as likely to get in as some of the other entries on the list, again, it's not impossible. Hopefully Sakurai or Miyamoto likes DBZ enough to give it a chance. Goku would fit right in with all the Japanese elements of Super Smash Bros., and his lighthearted and fun personality would also fit in with Nintendo really well. And let me tell ya, if Goku did make it into the next Smash Bros., the other characters wouldn't stand a chance. I can see it now. Jigglypuff getting her butt beaten by a meteor combination. Oh, how I would love to see that. You know, I think I better go on to number 4 before Toei finds out I'm using their music and tells me to cease and desist. I'd like to see another Donkey Kong representative in Super Smash Bros. 4, but I really had to think about which character would make a good addition. Dixie Kong, Chunky Kong, heck, even Lanky'd be awesome. But then I thought, you know what'd be great? If I could play as that giant crocodile. I see King K. Rool as being one of the heavier characters, with a strong array of attacks. He could use his blunderbuss for special attacks, use a jetpack for some extra airtime, and his final smash could include cannonballs in some way. He could even have various costumes taken from the Donkey Kong Country games. Baron K. Roolenstein, Captain K. Rool, Classic K. Rool. If Nintendo brings K. Rool into Smash, I'll be a very happy guy. And if it's not too much to ask, Nintendo, could you give K. Rool his voice from the cartoon? Please?
You're one of us, you mean and green scaly sheen. Can't you see you're one of us? You walk a walk, my brother Croc.
Getting tired of seeing the bear and the bird in my videos yet? Oh, what's that? You are? Well, isn't that just too bad? Out of all of Rareware's IPs, Banjo and Kazooie are the perfect addition to Smash. Sorry, Conker, you're cool and all, but I just don't see it happening. Now, they may be a great addition, but how likely are they to make it in? Again, it's very, very unlikely, but it's not impossible. I only see 2 possible ways of them ever making it in. Number 1, Rare still develops games for Nintendo's handheld consoles, and since Smash will be made for the Wii U and the 3DS, Rare could make Banjo and Kazooie 3DS exclusives. That's probably the most likely option. The only other way I see this happening is if some Nintendo employees go to Microsoft HQ, get down on their hands and knees, and beg to use Banjo-Kazooie for just one time. Well, either one works for me. I was straight up pissed off when I heard that Mewtwo wasn't in Brawl. Sure, he really didn't live up to his legendary status in Melee, in fact he was one of the weakest fighters in the game, but it was still cool knowing that I was playing as a Mewtwo. So you know what we need? We need Mewtwo to come back for Super Smash Bros. 4 to keep his reputation intact. And all I hope is that they give him an upgrade from Melee. Make it so he doesn't get flung around like a ragdoll when he gets hit, and give him some better moves. For goodness sakes, he's a legendary Pokemon. Give him legendary strength. But don't make him cheat. Those are 2 different things. In case you forgot some of the entries on the list, or you just skipped straight to the end to see number 1, here's a recap for ya. Number 10, Paper Mario. Number 9, Geno and Mallow from Mario RPG. Number 8, Zoroark. Number 7, Earthworm Jim. Number 6, the gender-bending Zero. Number 5, Number 4, King K. Rool. Number 3, Banjo Kazooie. And number 2, Mewtwo. So who is number 1? Well, let's find out. The limbless wonder himself, Rayman. Rayman would be the absolute best character to make it into Smash in my opinion. His moveset could come from Rayman Origins. No improvisation would be required. You got your smash attacks, aerial attacks, your third jump, you got everything. He's also one of the most likely third-party characters to make it in. What with Ubisoft being in love with Nintendo and being devoted to the Wii U and making several new games for it, including a new Rayman game, which is exclusive to the Wii U, I might add. I've loved Rayman ever since I was a little kid. And if Rayman was the only character on my list to make it into Super Smash Bros. 4, I'd still be extremely satisfied. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. And there you have it. That's my list for the 10 characters I want to see in the next Smash Bros. Leave a comment and tell me what characters you'd like to see playable, or make a video response. And if you like this video, prove it by clicking the like button, and subscribe if you wish to be noted of my newest videos. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go wait anxiously for Smash Bros. 4 to be released. See you guys next time! Okay, I just had to do this. When I was looking for clips for Mega Man X, I stumbled upon this, and I couldn't help but do it. Okay, you want to see it? Okay, here we go. Riding on cars! Classic.